Hey guys, welcome back. Illusion here with you, and I wanted to bring you guys a reaction video, which is something I really have never done before. So unless you've been living under a rock, you have probably heard that Microsoft has bought Mojang for $2.5 billion. So I got that news early on the September 15th, which is today, the day I'm recording. And I just want to kind of bring you my reaction video and try to leave you some my thoughts, and give you some things to think about. So first off, I want to start off, I'm really worried about this takeover of the company. And I know many other people are. But I'll be the first one to say that it's still very, very early. I mean, we just got the news hours ago. So we really don't know what this is going to mean or what's going to happen with Minecraft. So I see lots of cons and only a handful of pros coming out of this situation. And I've also been reading some tweets this morning, different tweets, different people talking about what their thoughts are, and it's kind of nice to see everybody's kind of broad view of the problem. So let me bring you some pros first, in my opinion. Again, these are solely my opinion, nobody else's opinion, so I'm not speaking for anybody else, just myself. And this is a vanilla 1.8 world, since, figured since that's the most relevant thing at hand, I should come just wander around a 1.8 world, since I have never done that. Some pros. Now, Microsoft is a huge company. They have lots of resources. They have resources as far as financially, resources as far as tech-based people that are brilliant working for Microsoft. So with this acquisition, I think Microsoft can fix a lot of Mojang's shortcomings with coding. And I think that's something everybody will be, okay, cool, it's going to be optimized more, it's going to run better, it's not going to be such a RAM whore when you're trying running it. So as far as that kind of support, I think that's a kind of a positive. Now that's really the only positive I see, is just being able to bring that that backside support. Some of the negatives I see is, if you didn't know, Notch has, the founder of Minecraft, the top guy, has basically said, screw it, I'm done. And he was the majority shareholder of the company, and he's done. And as well as the other two guys, Marcus and the other guy, they're out as well. So I think with those three guys leaving, then some direction is leaving. So those three guys, they were the ones that coming up with ideas or implementing ideas, and they always had a vision and a direction to move the Minecraft forward to get from where we were at just a few years ago to now having bunny and rabbits in game. So I think we're going to lose a little bit of vision if those guys are gone. Now, a lot of the other Mojang team is staying on board from what the early reports are, which is cool. And I'm sure they're going to try to continue to carry on the same vision, but without those other guys, some plans they may have had may get lost. Now, that does open the door for some new ideas to come in, but I think once your original creator walks out the door, it's not going to have the same feel, whether that be good or bad. I tend to think it might be a little bit bad. So that's the very first negative, is the lack of vision, the lack of direction that with the guy stepping down. I think one of the biggest reasons that Notch has done with it, and I actually saw this tweet from Pahamar, so if you don't follow him, you should. And you should follow me on Twitter too. I send out a lot of dumb things and as well. But he basically, his viewpoint was that when this EULA thing happened a few months ago, and Notch has long said that he didn't want to be responsible for a big company, he just wanted to work on smaller projects, and he always felt that Minecraft have gotten too big for him to really want to manage, and it was causing him stress, if you will, about having to manage such a big project, and he didn't really want to deal with that. So I think, and after Paul Mar said it, I kind of agree with him that once this EULA thing hit the fan a few months ago, that was basically him saying, you know what, screw it, I'm done. You know, I'm tired of dealing with the bullshit. I'm out of here. And started looking for a way to get out. And $2.5 billion as a whole is a pretty good exit strategy. I mean, he's not going to get all of that. I mean, they're going to split between the shareholders, but that's a pretty good exit strategy. I get it. Some of the other cons that I see. So, $2.5 billion. That's what Microsoft spends. So, as a company, the company is going to look for, how do I recuperate my investment? And that's what scares me. How are they going to make back their $2.5 million? Are we going to have to start paying for updates? For instance, you know, we're on vanilla 1.8, so when we go to 1.9, are we going to have to pay money to upgrade to the next series, just like Windows does? You know, when you go from Windows 7 to Windows 8, you had to pay a fee, or when you went from XP to whatever you did after that, you had to pay. So we have to pay for versions? What about the modding community? What's going to happen to the modding community? I'm a big part of the modding community because I don't play vanilla. So what's going to happen with that? We know the EULA BS that happened a few months ago made a very big line in the sand with the modding community. So how the hell are they going to work that out? I don't know. What about monetization on YouTube? Are they going to mess with that? Microsoft does have a history of saying, nope, that's our property, you cannot monetize, and nope, that's ours. So what is it going to do to the streamers and YouTubers that do like make content? They're basically a content creator. They do that as a full-time job. What are those happen to those guys? So Microsoft is going to have to look for, how are they going to balance out not getting the whole community to hate them? And they're going to be walking a very tight rope with a lot of people, myself included. Now, I do love Minecraft. I'm still going to continue to play it until we know more. It's still very early in the game. We know really nothing besides a check is being handed over sometime soon. And some of the leadership team is leaving. Now, with the Amazon Twitch thing a few months ago as well, Amazon was actually kind of halfway smart, as they said, hey, Twitch, we're just now your parent company. We're going to leave your staff, or most of your staff in place, and we're just going to kind of give you some extra resources, and we're going to give you some extra money, some tech support, because we know Twitch had problems. Especially their app. I have an iPhone and an iPad, and their Twitch app, man, it was just, some days it was almost not even worth it to watch Twitch. So that was good that they actually, you know, left the main Twitch team in place to try to just get things going in the right direction. I'm not so sure Microsoft can do that with Mojang. I don't know. So it's going to be a very sticky situation. I saw a tweet from CPW this morning as well, saying, you know, basically telling the modding community goodbye, and that's a big asset to lose. So we're going to see how this goes. Some people are throwing an idea around that Microsoft will make Minecraft version 2 with a whole new code system that's going to be better optimized for running. Which, okay, that sounds good, but what's the catch? There can't be no catch involved with that. No, there's no way. So that's kind of where my thoughts are. I'm very skeptical. I'm very worried about what this is going to do to the Minecraft community. I think a lot of people could potentially turn their back on Minecraft. And however, I'm fortunate enough to not to rely on this as a full-time job, but it is a job to a certain degree. And you know, if somebody starts threatening how I do this, or how I run my channel, how my content creating, that does make me a little bit worried. And we're gonna see. We're just gonna have to be patient. I recommend everybody just to not get too bent out of shape yet, but just kind of let's wait and see. But I'm also in the back of my mind, I'm looking for the next game that I may start devoting a fair amount of time to. We're gonna see. But that's kind of my ideas, kind of my thoughts, my viewpoints. I'd love to hear yours. Send me a tweet, follow me on Twitter, put it down below, put it on the forums. I don't care. Just let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys on the next video.